Labels, haters, and the words we use. What do the words you use say about who you are? Comments on YouTube, just on my channel and a few videos, I've seen a number of labels used. We've got libtards, we've got hater, we've got, most recently, a crybaby. We have old man, all sorts of labels. And one thing we know about a label is, if you label someone, you don't like them a whole lot. And not liking people is much easier if they're labeled, and especially if you label them. For example, there's a number of things that I hate. Oh, let me explain here what an example is. An example illustrates the subject of the video. It's not the whole video, it's just to help for clarification. Some people have difficulty with this, and we're going to address that later in our dissonance in cognition notes, or DIC notes, as I like to call them. Now back to the labels. I hate discrimination. I hate violence. Violence against women, violence against children, violence of all sorts. I particularly see no reason for discrimination on the basis of race, religion, national origin, or anything else you'd like to make up that differentiates you from every other human being on the planet. So, are you one who likes to use labels so that it's okay to hate them? Like, oh, I don't know, historically people labeled Jews as rats, them and us? Or are you avoiding conflict? Do you just love everybody? Nobody loves everybody. You've got to have things you don't like and things you do like. Which brings me to a point. None of the labels have any meaning, and they certainly do not serve any sort of dialogue. A dialogue is what two people engage in of differing opinions, differing views, same facts, different opinions, different conclusions. They engage in a dialogue to exchange information and perhaps come to an agreement. Generally, a dialogue will start with what people agree on. However, a dialogue is impossible if what you're going to do is label people. If you have to be lesbian, gay, transgendered, and a liberal before you can even talk to someone, well, there's no dialogue. You all agree. You're just talking to people who agree with you and maybe share your misconceptions. Now, don't get all excited. Same thing on the other side. If anybody who doesn't share your view is a libtard, and you get your information from cable news, well, you're not going to engage in dialogue except with people you agree with. Because the minute you label them, they become them. And why would you want to talk with them? Especially terms like, those people are evil. Those people are fascist. That's counterproductive. Also, using words like mean, big, large, you know that, you know what I mean. Most people have no idea what you mean, so they make it up and they figure they know what you mean, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So, I'm going to go through now in that dissonance in cognition notes, DIC notes. These are actual things that were said in the comments on various videos. The most recent, I'm a crybaby. Well, I don't generally cry, and I'm not a baby. So that must mean something in his neighborhood that it doesn't mean here. other terms that have been used. Besides labeling people various parts of the anatomy, I've seen libtard, fascist. One person even went so far as to tell me that a pin on Google was not the same as a video, and then went on to say, make other stuff up. Just make stuff up. And then a big long rant about if this were true, and if that were true, then I was an idiot. So labeling people is not productive, and nor does it indicate anything other than the group you choose to hate. So remember, unless we hate or dislike or despise certain things, they continue. And as long as you're labeling, whatever the label you choose to put on others, anything other than another person, you're part of the problem, not the solution. And in my comments, if I don't delete you, I'm just going to label your comment part of the upcoming Dick Notes. Don't be surprised to hear it coming to a video soon. Semper Fi.